Hi you guys, it's Jessica from Diamond and Sticks YouTube channel. I'm washing my living room curtains. I've already washed the window, so that's why I got the curtains took down. They're in the wash machine. There's my Nacho. That's my Nacho. It's my little Nacho boy. He's a good boy. Some of the baby kittens have found them a different place to lay. They're all snuggled up. That's Nacho. Yeah, that's my boy. He's mine. He's my Nacho. Looks like it's going to pour the rain outside too. You can't really tell it, but I've actually cut down some of the branches on that little bush out there. Now it's just like poison vine beside of it, weeds. People fly on this road. They always have here on Black Bottom Road, and they're nosy. If you have like your curtains down like I do right now, people are so nosy, which I'm nosy too, but still, they'll peep in here and slow down and peep in just to be nosy. A lot of them's ruggies or rug reelers or whatever and stuff. There's Nacho taking a poo-poo. We'll give him privacy. But anyways, yeah, they've always flied on this road. You can tell I have a ton of garbage where it's been Memorial Day weekend too. This is there's not many roads that's been blacktopped since the flood of July of 2022 around here. And this one got done like last fall, I think it was. It got paved. So a lot of people will fly when they come on this road and stuff. They always have. I hate dirt bikes and I hate motorcyclists, but there's a ton of dirt bike riders that rides on this road right here. There always has been, and four-wheelers and stuff, and side-by-sides, which I don't mind the side-by-sides, but the four-wheelers, I just don't like them and stuff, and they just love to fly right through here. You can see over in the bottoms too of other people's gardens and stuff. My neighbor that used to live next door to me, she passed away in 2015. She was an old woman. When she passed away from cancer. But anyways, she used to sit on her side porch there. I loved her to death. She was one of my best friends when she was around. She was always talkative, real nice to everybody and stuff. But anyways, she would get on to like the younger children and teenagers and people that would fly on this road and stuff. And now I'm right there with her. Here I'm 43 years old and I'm right there where she's at now. I can't stand them going by this road and stuff. And they're so bad too right here at nighttime. I have, what is it called, solar proof curtains. Whenever I put them up, they're ugly, but it is what it is whenever I have them or whatever. But they're so bad about staying like in between this property line right here, even though there's an imaginary property line between me and my uncle right there. In between that bush right there, about is where my property line ends at the end of my house, and then he owns the rest or whatever. But I know like if people are so bad and disrespectful around here still yet, they'll sit with their four-wheelers and stuff right in between there, like at 12, 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And I know it's a bunch of ruggies around here and stuff that does that. They always have done that for years and stuff. I don't know why they do that. I guess they think they're trying to intimidate me or something, but they're not intimidating me. Even if my uncle wasn't there, living there, they wouldn't intimidate me. So it is what it is. Nobody intimidates me. I'm only fearful of one person or one being or whatever, and that's the creator of all. So people ain't going to intimidate me. People call me crazy for a reason. So it is what it is. But I'm not fearful of these little hooligans or whatever around here. I'm not fearful of them at all. They're not going to intimidate me. Over those looking in the bottom and stuff, where they have their gardens. And every time it does come like a major flood though, ever since that July flood of 2022, the water does get up like maybe 2 or 3 feet from the top of the railroad tracks over there. So it gets up pretty high and stuff around here, but it does look like it's going to start pouring the rain. I was just out there making a video for y'all, a short video, and showing y'all the weather and stuff, and it was sprinkling on me. I still need to get these hostas transplanted and moved from the front to that one flower bed out there in the backyard. I haven't done that yet. But anyways, I wish I could get rid of that stupid treadmill. I hate that thing. That thing's been used. It's not mine. It doesn't belong to me. None of this stuff right here that's boxed up belongs to me. It's just in the way. It does not belong to me. But anyways, most of it belongs to either one of my 2 daughters or their dad or whatever. But anyways, this treadmill right here, that was bought because obviously we're overweight, but it was bought probably about 5 or 6 years ago. And I think it might have even been longer than that because it's old, but it's got like paint stain and stuff on the runner part here where I painted the house so many times in the past and stuff. There's a little kitten snuggled up with Nacho. But anyways, I think this treadmills might have been used maybe like 3 times the whole time that we've had it. And that's been in like maybe 5 to 10 minute, maybe 15 minute sessions. So it's been used maybe 3 times. I'd like to get rid of it, but I'll hold on to it for 6 more months before I get rid of it. I'm trying to do the 6-month rule on things that don't belong to me, but I'll give them 6 more months before I get rid of it. And they know about it, so it is what it is, like everything else. I just got done cleaning up the cat litter boxes, even if you can't tell it. As soon as I clean them up, though, where I have about 9 cats, they'll go right back to it and use it and stuff, though, so it don't do much good. But like I said, I'm just waiting on the curtains to get cleaned from the washing machine so I can hang them back up. This place is rotten. It's old. It's close to 50 years old. This house is here, and it's rotten and stuff ever since the flood of July 2022 and stuff around these windows and the floor and everything else. But it is what it is. It's a 50-year-old house, so it's falling apart, and I just don't have that kind of money to do much stuff with it. I mean, heck, even nowadays, paint and everything else is expensive and stuff, so. That little kitty right there, it loves to snuggle. And its fur is so soft feeling. It lets me hold it in its hand, in my hand or whatever, whenever I sleep with it and stuff in my bed. Well, Nacho does too. It looks like it's starting to rain now. And this house too, I don't know if it's because the windows are so old or what, but ever since that flood of July 2022, like the inner part of they're not double pane, the windows, but it always looks like they have this moisture fog to them. And it looks like I probably need like a dehumidifier, but heck, I can't right now. I can afford no extras of nothing. Where I'm pretty much dirt poor right now. Unfortunately, that's one of the biggest reasons why I made my YouTube channel, is to hopefully someday start earning some money off of it, you know? So we're not just suffering or surviving or existing or whatever you want to call it. You know, it is what it is or whatever. They're like little baby kittens getting us a drink of water. It's fur on it is so soft. And it's got like Yoda looking ears. It looks like the dad that baby kitten does. But yeah, there's all kinds of places in this floor. I guess you call it OSB board. It's falling apart and getting really weak that needs to be replaced. This over here fell through last fall, and that's where my bed was sitting before I moved it back in that little bedroom, and then they replaced that. It wasn't the expensive kind or nothing. It was the kind that was like $20 a sheet, I think is what it was. But it is starting to rain now. Starting to pour the rain. Well, it ain't pouring the rain, but it is raining. The skies are gray. The wind's trying to blow a little bit. There's been quite a few people today riding around on their side-by-sides. Like I said, I don't mind the side-by-sides, but now, like, I can't stand the dirt bikes. I can't stand the four-wheelers. And I can't stand, like, especially on the highway. And I don't know if there's a law against it or not here in Eastern Kentucky or the state of Kentucky or whatever, however the heck it works. But I guess there's not. I guess they really don't care. But it's so annoying when you're driving to have somebody get in front of you on the highway road on a four-wheeler, on a dirt bike, or a motorcycle, or even a bicycle on the highway road. It's so annoying, or I think it is anyways. I can't stand that junk, but that's just part of how it is living around here. Because I'm always afraid I'm going to run over top of them, to be honest. It's real annoying. I don't mind the side-by-sides, though, like I said. I just don't like riding the side-by-sides like I used to. Even if I had the money to buy a side-by-side, I'm not so sure I would necessarily buy one or not. Because I just don't enjoy the riding like I used to when I was younger. Getting bugs flown in your mouth or dirt and just the wind and the bumpiness and hardness to it and stuff, especially now that I'm overweight and stuff, you know. It's just not that fun riding around on side-by-sides, I don't think. Maybe every now and then or something, but not a whole lot or anything. But I want to get off here, you guys. I've kept you on here way too long, like I always end up doing. Get off of here and see if those curtains are dry, or I can put them in the dryer yet or not, see if they've been washed or whatever. But guess I'll get off of here. Hope every one of y'all's having a nice day today. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.